Hello everyone, this is Spooky Vee. Ooh, welcome back to another video. Well, today's video is embellishment jars. So I picked up these jars from Dollar Tree and also these mini containers from Dollar Tree that they originally had slime in them. And so my son played with the slime. I'm using some beads as well. And so I'm also going to use some other things you'll see later on in the video. Oh, look at my Franken nails! I painted them green to be Franken V as well. Anyways, I made some of these butterflies embellishments. They're kind of like charms. I have crinkle paper here from Dollar Tree as well. So let's go ahead and remove that label from the jar. So now let's begin the process. I'm going to prep these miniature storage containers and I'm going to add beads here. So I'm just adding them so they fit properly. These containers are very miniature and don't hold that much. And so I'm just going to fiddle with it for a little bit. I put the lid on this little container and noticed that it didn't fit. And so I brought out these miniature resin flowers, roses that I picked up from Amazon. We're going to add them as well. I will have them linked below. So let's go ahead and begin to fill the other containers. And we have a cat and a ghost, and so we're going to add these butterflies to the cat container. I decide it's too little and there's so much room in there, so I decide to add it to the pumpkin container, and I like it best. I'm going to add sequins next, and I made this sequins mix trying to match the spooky collection. And so here I'm showing you that I took out the black beads. They didn't fit, so I just improvised and added some more stuff in the cat container. And so the sequins mix is all in there and I love it so much. And now let's fill the ghost. I have these miniature bows. This is a die that I used by In Love Art Shop. I will have it linked below, and made these miniature bows and they fit perfectly in here. Yay, it's time to fill these jars. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just making some room here. As you know, I'm trying to get organized, so I'm loving this setup so far. And hopefully we could make it work for the future. And so just add some crinkle in the jar. Decide which container you want to add first. I decided to go with the cat, add some more crinkle just to fill it, and then I went with the ghost. You do have to fiddle with it for a little bit, but it's okay. Add some more crinkle. I'm adding another ghost on the opposite end, adding some more crinkle, and then the cat. So after fiddling with it for a while, I decided I wanted to have more crinkle in the front of the bottom half of the cat I used in the jar, the bottom half of the jar. And so I just used this little spoon from Dollar Tree to insert some crinkle. Then I add my other pieces that I had prior. So I'm going to add some more crinkle to the top. And so it's looking fantastic. I'm loving it. And so I'm just looking at it, deciding what could I add next. And so I decide with sequins. I use this jumbo sequins for Michael's. Um, I this was gifted to me in a swap last year, and so I'm adding just the pumpkins in and the spiders. And so I thought they would look really nice since they're kind of like a jumbo sequence. And I was right. I love how they look inside the jar, peeking through the sides of the jar. It just gives it just a little fun touch to the jar, and hopefully you guys like it too. I went ahead and added the lid, and there it is, you guys. I am loving this. So now we're gonna add a lid, and so I decided to go with this SVG file cut, and I will link it below. You can make this by hand by cutting a strip like I did. I'm showing you here. Um, Also cutting the edges using a circle die, any circle die you have, and making this right here. So you can use decorative scissors at the bottom, and you can make your own lid without using a SVG. So now to decorate the top, I went with a minimal look, but after looking at this, I think I'm going to add something dimensional on the top as well. And you probably will see that at the end. And so I'm adding the moon and the stars. Time to add a bow, and so I went with this yarn from Dollar Tree, and I could have easily went with a 3D paper bow with stitched edges and whatnot. However, I wanted it to be cute, real, something handmade. I don't know, I just wanted it to be very sweet. I don't know. I just figured a yarn makes everything look so much sweeter, or even twine. And so I decided to go with this green. It's a very bright green. And I used this die gifted to me by Diane. I'm using the spider and also this ephemera piece. It says spooky. And I'm going to get a circle punch. And here it is. And I picked this up from Hobby Lobby. It is the green handle, and I will have it linked below as well. And so I'm going to add these spiders to the end of the yarn, and that just gives it a decorative touch. I decide that I want to add the spooky ephemera piece to the bow with jump rings. I was originally thinking to do it with twine or something like that, but I thought a jump ring would look so much prettier and cleaner, and that's what I was looking for, something very clean cut. And I added this jump ring that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I think it came out really cute. I love how it's just dangling from the yarn, and I'm just gonna fix it up real quick. Putting some stuff up here real quick. I did make another jar that I did off camera, and you will see that in a minute. I also added some, it's a goo border SVG file, and I will have that link below as well. And so this is the second one here. I also added some zigzag stitching, and I also popped up some stickers on the top of the jar. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you guys liked the video, and thank you so much for buzzing with Spooky freaking Madam V. Bye.